Hello, and welcome back to Beginner English, the podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm David. We're so excited you're joining us today for another fun English learning adventure.
That's right. Whether you're listening while you're having breakfast, walking to work, or just relaxing at home, we're here to make learning English easy and enjoyable.
And speaking of easy and enjoyable, today we have a really practical topic that everyone needs to know about.
Absolutely. Today we're talking about English for shopping. We'll teach you exactly what to say and how to say it when you're buying things.
This is such an important topic because shopping is something we all do regularly, right, Emma?
Exactly. Whether you're buying groceries, clothes, or shopping online, knowing the right English phrases can make everything so much easier and less stressful.
And don't worry if you're nervous about speaking English while shopping. By the end of today's episode, you'll feel much more confident.
We'll cover 3 main shopping situations: grocery shopping, clothes shopping, and online shopping. Plus, we'll give you lots of useful phrases and even some fun practice dialogues.
So grab a notebook if you want to write things down, get comfortable, and let's start shopping in English.
All right, David. Let's start with grocery shopping. This is probably the most common type of shopping that people do every week.
Absolutely, and grocery shopping can be a bit challenging for English learners because there are so many different types of food and sometimes you need to ask for help finding things.
Right. So let's start with the basics. When you first walk into a grocery store, you might need to ask where things are located.
Good point. So the most simple and polite way to ask is, "Excuse me, where is the?" Or, "Excuse me, where can I find the?"
Perfect. Let me give you some examples. Excuse me, where is the bread? Or, excuse me, where can I find the milk?
Those are great examples, Emma. And remember, listeners, it's always polite to start with "excuse me" when you're asking for help.
Exactly. Now, what if you're looking for a specific section of the store? David, what would you say if you're looking for the fruit and vegetable section?
Good question. You could say, "Where's the produce section?" The word produce means fresh fruits and vegetables.
That's right. Where is the produce section? Let's repeat that. Where is the produce section?
And if you're looking for frozen foods, you can ask, "Where is the frozen food section?"
Or if you need cleaning supplies, you might ask, where are the cleaning products?
Now, what about when someone gives you directions inside the store? Let's practice some common responses you might hear.
Great idea. A store employee might say, it's in aisle 5, or it's in the back of the store.
Right. An aisle is a long pathway between the shelves. So if someone says it's in aisle 5, they mean you need to go to the 5th pathway.
And you might hear, it's near the checkout, or it's by the entrance. The checkout is where you pay for your items.
Now, let's talk about when you can't find exactly what you want. Sometimes the specific brand or type isn't available.
Oh yes, this happens all the time. You might ask, do you have any other types of, or is this the only brand you have?
Exactly. For example, do you have any other types of yogurt? Or is this the only brand of cereal you have?
And here's a really useful phrase. Do you have anything similar? This means you want something that's almost the same.
That's perfect, Emma. Do you have anything similar? Let's repeat that. Do you have anything similar?
Now, let's talk about quantities. Sometimes you need to buy things by weight, like fruits and vegetables.
Right. You might ask, how much would you like? Or, how many pounds do you want?
In this situation, you can say, I'd like 2 pounds of apples. Or, can I have half a pound of cheese?
And if you're not sure about the amount, you can say, just a little bit, please. Or, not too much, please.
Now, let's practice a complete dialogue. David, you be the store employee, and I'll be the customer.
Sounds great. Here we go. Good morning. Can I help you find anything?
Yes, please. Where can I find the pasta?
The pasta is in aisle 3, right next to the rice and beans.
Thank you. And do you know if you have any whole wheat pasta?
Yes, we do. It's on the bottom shelf in the same aisle.
Perfect. One more question. Where is the olive oil?
The olive oil is in aisle 4 with all the cooking oils and vinegar.
Great. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
That was a perfect example. Let's repeat some of those key phrases. Where can I find the? Do you know if you have? And thank you so much for your help.
Those are really important phrases to remember. And notice how polite both people were in that conversation.
Exactly. Being polite is so important when shopping. Now, what about at the checkout? What do you say when you're paying?
Great question. The cashier will usually start by saying something like, "Did you find everything you needed?" Or, "How are you today?"
Right, and you can simply answer, "Yes, thank you," or "Great, how are you?"
Then they might ask, "Paper or plastic?" This means they want to know what type of bag you want for your groceries.
Yes, you can say, "Paper, please," or "Plastic is fine." And if you brought your own bag, you can say, "I have my own bag, thanks."
And when it's time to pay, the cashier will tell you the total. They might say, "Your total is $23.50.
Then you can say, "I'll pay with cash," or "Can I pay with a card?"
Perfect. And don't forget to say thank you and have a good day when you leave.
Absolutely. Being friendly makes shopping more pleasant for everyone.
Now, let's move on to clothes shopping. Emma, this can be a bit more complicated because there are so many options, different sizes, colors, styles.
That's so true, David. And when you're shopping for clothes, you often need to try things on to see if they fit properly.
Exactly. So let's start with the basics. When you walk into a clothing store, a salesperson might approach you and say, "Can I help you with anything?"
Right. And you have several options for how to respond. If you want help, you can say, "Yes, I'm looking for," and then describe what you want.
For example, "Yes, I'm looking for a blue dress for a wedding," or "I need a warm jacket for winter."
Perfect examples. And if you want to look around first, you can politely say, "I'm just browsing, thank you," or "I'm just looking around, thanks."
I'm just browsing. That's a great phrase. Let's repeat it. I'm just browsing. Thank you.
Now, when you do want help, you need to know how to describe what you're looking for. Let's talk about sizes first.
Good idea. In the US, common clothing sizes are small, medium, large, and extra large. We often use the abbreviations S, M, L, and XL.
Right. So you might say, "Do you have this in a medium?" Or "I usually wear a size large."
And for more specific sizes like pants or shoes, you would say, "I wear a size 32 for pants," or "I'm a size 8 for shoes."
Now let's talk about colors. You might say, "Do you have this in black?" Or "I prefer darker colors."
And if you want to see different options, you can ask, "What other colors do you have?" Or "Can you show me what else you have?"
That's perfect. What other colors do you have? Let's repeat that. What other colors do you have?
Now, here's something really important. Trying clothes on. Most clothing stores have fitting rooms where you can try on clothes before buying them.
Absolutely. You can ask, "Where are the fitting rooms?" Or "Can I try this on?"
And the salesperson will usually say, "The fitting rooms are right over there," and give you a number or a key.
Right. They might also ask, "How many items do you have?" Because some stores limit how many pieces you can try on at once.
Good point. You can simply say, "I have 3 items," or just 2 pieces.
Now, what do you say when you come out of the fitting room? If something fits well, you might say, "This fits perfectly," or "I love how this looks."
And if something doesn't fit, you could say, "This is too small," or "This is too big," or "This doesn't fit quite right."
Exactly. And if you're not sure, you can ask the salesperson's opinion. "What do you think?" Or "How does this look?"
That's great advice, Emma. Salespeople are usually happy to give you their honest opinion.
Now, let's talk about some specific clothing vocabulary. David, what if someone is looking for formal clothes?
Good question. For formal occasions, you might look for a suit, a dress shirt, a tie, or a cocktail dress.
And for casual clothes, you might want jeans, a t-shirt, sneakers, or a sweater.
Right, and here's a useful phrase. I need something for. For example, I need something for work, or I need something for a date.
That's perfect. I need something for. This helps the salesperson understand what style would be appropriate.
Now let's practice a clothing store dialogue. Emma, you be the customer and I'll be the salesperson.
Great. Here we go.
Good afternoon. Welcome to our store. Can I help you find anything special today?
Hi. Yes, I'm looking for a nice blouse for work. Something professional but comfortable.
Of course. What size do you usually wear?
I usually wear a medium, sometimes a large, depending on the brand.
Perfect. And do you have a color preference?
I like white, light blue, or maybe something with a simple pattern.
Great. Let me show you a few options. We have some beautiful blouses right over here.
Oh, I like this white one. Do you have it in a medium?
Yes, we do. Would you like to try it on? The fitting rooms are right behind you.
Yes, please. Thank you so much for your help.
You're very welcome. Let me know if you need a different size.
That was excellent. Let's highlight some key phrases from that conversation. I'm looking for. What size do you usually wear? And do you have it in a...
Those are really useful phrases. And notice how we talked about the purpose, for work, and the style, professional but comfortable.
Exactly. The more specific you can be, the better the salesperson can help you.
Now, what about when you're ready to buy something? At the checkout, they might ask, will this be cash or card?
Right. And they might also ask, do you need a receipt? You can say, yes, please, or no, thank you.
And if you're buying clothes as a gift, they might ask, would you like this gift wrapped, or is this a gift?
Good point. You can say, yes, it's a gift, or no, it's for me.
And don't forget, if you buy something and it doesn't fit when you get home, most stores have return policies. You can bring it back.
That's true. You can ask, what's your return policy before you buy something? Now, let's talk about online shopping, David. This is becoming more and more popular, and there are some specific English phrases that are really useful to know.
Absolutely. Online shopping is convenient, but it can be confusing if you don't understand the vocabulary and common phrases used on websites.
Right. Let's start with the basics. When you're browsing an online store, you'll see buttons and links with certain words. Do you know what add to cart means?
Yes. Add to cart means you want to select that item for potential purchase. It's like putting something in your shopping basket in a real store.
Exactly. And once you add items to your cart, you can click View Cart to see everything you've selected.
That's right. And if you change your mind about something, you can usually click Remove to take it out of your cart.
Perfect. Now, when you're ready to buy everything in your cart, you click Checkout. This starts the payment process.
Checkout. Let's repeat that. Checkout. This is the same word we use in physical stores for where you pay.
Now, during checkout, you'll need to enter your information. First, they'll ask for your shipping address. This is where you want your items delivered.
Right. And they might also ask for your billing address. This is the address connected to your credit card or payment method.
Good point. Sometimes the shipping address and billing address are the same, but sometimes they're different, like if you're sending a gift to someone else.
Exactly. And speaking of shipping, let's talk about delivery options. You'll usually see choices like standard shipping, express shipping, or overnight delivery.
Right. Standard shipping is usually the cheapest, but takes the longest time. Express shipping costs more, but is faster.
And overnight delivery means you'll get your order the next day, but it's usually the most expensive option.
Now, here's an important phrase, David. Estimated delivery time. This tells you approximately when your order will arrive.
Estimated delivery time. Let's repeat that. Estimated delivery time. It might say something like 3 to 5 business days.
And what does business days mean, David?
Great question. Business days means Monday through Friday, not including weekends or holidays.
Exactly. So if something says 3 to 5 business days and you order on a Friday, you probably won't get it until Wednesday or Thursday of the next week.
Now, let's talk about product descriptions. When you're shopping online, you can't touch or try on items, so you need to read the descriptions carefully.
That's so important. You'll see information like material, size, color, and sometimes customer reviews.
Customer reviews are really helpful. These are comments from people who already bought the item. They tell you if they liked it or not.
Right. You might see ratings like 4 out of 5 stars, or reviews that say, great quality, or runs small, order a size up.
Runs small is a really useful phrase. It means the item is smaller than the size label suggests, so you should buy a larger size.
And the opposite is runs large, which means you might want to buy a smaller size than usual.
These are great tips, Emma. Now, what about when there's a problem with your online order?
Good question. Sometimes items are out of stock, which means they don't have any available right now.
Right. You might see currently unavailable or temporarily out of stock. This means you'll have to wait or choose a different item.
And if you want to know when an item will be available again, look for notify me when available or email me when in stock.
Those are really useful features. Now, what about returning items you bought online?
Online returns are common. Most websites have a return policy that explains how to send items back if you don't like them.
You'll usually see information about the return window. This means how long you have to return something. It might be 30 days or 60 days.
And some online stores offer free returns, which means you don't have to pay to send items back.
That's really convenient. Now, let's talk about some common problems and how to describe them.
Good idea. If something arrives damaged, you might need to contact customer service and say, my order arrived damaged, or the item was broken when I received it.
And if you receive the wrong item, you can say, I received the wrong product, or this isn't what I ordered.
Right. And if your package never arrives, you might say, my order never arrived, or I haven't received my package.
These situations are frustrating, but most online stores have good customer service and will help you resolve the problem.
Absolutely. And here's a useful phrase for talking to customer service. I need help with my order. Then you can explain the specific problem.
Perfect. I need help with my order. Let's repeat that. I need help with my order.
Now, let's practice a simple online shopping dialogue. Imagine you're calling customer service about a problem.
Great idea. I'll be the customer service representative, and you be the customer. Thank you for calling. How can I help you today?
Hi, I need help with my order. I ordered a red sweater, but I received a blue one instead.
I'm sorry to hear that. Can you please give me your order number?
Yes, it's 789-456-123.
Thank you. I see your order here. You're absolutely right. You ordered red, not blue. I apologize for the mistake.
That's okay. What should I do now?
We'll send you a return label by email, and we'll ship the correct red sweater today. You should receive it in 2 to 3 business days.
That sounds perfect. Thank you so much for your help.
You're very welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that's everything. Thank you again.
That was a great example of how to handle an online shopping problem politely and effectively.
Exactly. The key phrases were, I need help with my order, giving the order number when asked, and being polite throughout the conversation.
And notice how the customer service representative apologized for the mistake and offered a clear solution.
David, before we wrap up today's episode, let's review some of the most important phrases we learned.
Excellent idea, Emma. Let's start with grocery shopping phrases.
Right. For asking where things are, excuse me, where can I find the, and where is the section?
For quantities, I'd like 2 pounds of, and can I have half a pound of?
And don't forget, do you have anything similar? This is so useful when they don't have exactly what you want.
Perfect. Now for clothes shopping. To describe what you're looking for, I'm looking for, and I need something for.
For sizes and colors, do you have this in a medium? And what other colors do you have?
And for trying things on, can I try this on? And where are the fitting rooms?
Great. Now for online shopping phrases, add to cart, check out, and estimated delivery time.
And for problems, I need help with my order. And my order arrived damaged.
Don't forget about returns. What's your return policy? And free returns.
These phrases will help you in almost any shopping situation.
Wow, David, we covered so much useful information today. I hope our listeners feel more confident about shopping in English now.
Me too, Emma. Let's quickly recap what we learned in today's episode.
Perfect. First, we talked about grocery shopping, how to ask where things are, how to ask for help, and what to say at checkout.
Then we covered clothes shopping, describing what you want, asking about sizes and colors, and using fitting rooms.
After that, we explored online shopping vocabulary, from adding items to your cart to handling returns and problems.
And we practiced real conversations for all 3 types of shopping.
The most important thing to remember is that shopping is a great way to practice your English because it's practical and you do it regularly.
Exactly. Every time you shop, you have an opportunity to use these phrases and improve your English skills.
And remember, don't worry about making mistakes. Most salespeople and customer service representatives are very patient and helpful.
That's so true. They want to help you find what you need, so they'll work with you, even if your English isn't perfect.
Now here's your homework for this week. Choose one type of shopping we discussed today and practice the phrases.
Great idea. If you go grocery shopping this week, try asking, where can I find the milk? Instead of just looking for it yourself.
Or if you're shopping for clothes, practice saying, I'm looking for a warm jacket, or do you have this in a large?
And if you shop online, pay attention to the vocabulary we discussed. Notice words like add to cart, shipping, and customer reviews.
The key is to start small and practice a little bit each time you shop. Before you know it, these phrases will become natural for you.
And remember, shopping should be fun. Don't stress about perfect English. Focus on communicating and getting what you need.
Absolutely. If you try any of these phrases this week, we'd love to hear about your experience.
Yes, you can share your shopping stories with us and other English learners.
And if you have questions about shopping vocabulary or phrases we didn't cover today, let us know. We might feature your question in a future episode.
That's a great idea, Emma. We love hearing from our listeners.
Before we say goodbye, let's leave you with one final encouraging thought. Every time you use English in a real situation like shopping, you're not just practicing, you're actually using the language.
That's beautiful, Emma. You're not just studying English, you're living in English.
And that's the best way to learn, by using the language in real, practical situations.
So go out there, practice your shopping English, and be proud of yourself for taking this step in your language learning journey.
We're so proud of all our listeners who are working hard to improve their English. You're doing something amazing.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Beginner English, the podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm David. Until next time, happy shopping and happy learning.